Hi, we're going to look at how to multiply using decimals. Say if you have something such as 0.08 multiplied by 16, you can simply ignore the fact that the decimal even exists. Just focus on the digits and you can undertake the algorithm without the decimals even there. 16 times 8, 128. Now, once you reach your answer using a vertical algorithm method, then you can worry about the decimals later. You'll notice that in the question, the decimals jump in 2 times. However many times the decimals jump in the question, it will jump in the same number of times in the answer. Jumps in twice, the answer will also jump in twice. 0.08 times 16 is 1.28. As you have two numbers that both have decimals, it's the same situation. Pretend that the decimal doesn't even exist. Write it out as if they are just whole numbers, 382 multiplied by 64. Undertake that multiplication. The answer to that algorithm was 24,448. Now, how many times are we going to jump our decimal into that answer? Well, the question has 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal jumps. Okay, so jump in 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.4448. And depending on what the question asks, you might need to round that. We'll round it to 2 decimal places. So up here, 2.44. When dividing decimals, you always want to divide by a whole number. This particular example, 13.8 divided by 6, you're dividing by a whole number. Therefore, it is easy to do. You simply lay it out as you would normally for division. Don't forget the decimal. Divided by 6. Undertake that division. 6 into 13 goes twice with 1 left over. 3. You've got to make sure that you follow your decimal point, point under point. Make sure that they align point under point. The answer to 13.8 divided by 6 is 2.3. Now, what if you're dividing by a decimal number? As we said before, you always want to divide by a whole number. So let's think, how can we make 0.3 into a whole number? You could multiply by 10 or jump the decimal once to the right. Let's think, if we do that to one number, we must do it to the other as well. 15, jump the decimal to the right, would create 150. 150 divided by 3, you can now undertake that division, 150 divided by 3, which equals 50. You don't need to jump any decimals in at the end. There are no decimals in the number that you're dividing from, so you don't need to follow the decimals up. 15 divided by 0.3 is 50. Over multiplying or dividing by powers of 10, that could be 10, 100, 1,000, all the way up to 1 million. It's just a matter of jumping the decimal the correct direction. Let's think about 3.82 times 100. We're multiplying that number. That number is going to get larger. We're going to jump the number of decimals, the number of decimal places, same as however many zeros there are. 100 has 2 zeros, so we'll jump the decimal 2 places. 3.82 times 100 is now 382. Let's consider another example. 0.952 multiplied by 10,000. Multiplying, the number will get larger. We need to jump it to the right. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Let's jump this 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill in our gaps with a 0. The answer is 9,520. 9,520. Now, what if we're dividing? Let's consider 0.83 divided by 100,000. Dividing is going to result in a smaller number than what we started with in this situation. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Here's our decimal place. We're going to create a smaller answer than what we started with, so we jump to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our new decimal spot, and we fill in those gaps with zeros. Our answer is 0.0000083. I'll confirm that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros before the 83. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros before the 83. And you've just come off the screen there. I'll rewrite it below. 0.000083. So, ever multiplying or dividing by powers of 10, it's just a matter of moving the decimal the correct number of places and in the correct direction.